pure niceness.
After last year, Elbow had a
I'm still holding this like this.
No, after last year, Elbow did really well. They had a kind of like a musical, orgasmic year. What would be the sort of top note? What would you hope for this year?
Onwards and upwards, you know, by this time next year I would have hopefully started my record label. So there's so much work to be done, and this is just giving it that kind of boost that it needs. I hope so many more people get to hear the album and get you know, from it what I got from making the album.
Who was the most worthy of your competition?
Invisible.
You said you should win it. Did you expect to win it?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Because I think it's one of the best albums released this year.
You've worked with some interesting people. Is there anyone you want to work with next?
Yeah, there's so many people I want to work with. At the moment, one of my favourite groups is Kings and Leon, so hopefully I can work with them. But there's a producer and writer called Egg White who done Adele's Chasing Pavements, and Will Young. I'm calling you.
Yours is. Celebrate?
I can't tell you.
What you gonna do with the cash that's shed?
I mean, I'm 26, I've been in London all my life. That's not really enough to I live in London, so I'm probably going to just be smart and invest it. I'm getting on a little bit. I've got to be sensible now. Having enough nights out in London I know what it's like. I might just be smart and try and invest it and stuff. Maybe in my label.
Yours is the lowest selling album to ever win the Mercury. Does that make it even more special to go from an album that sold so few to winning within a year?
Well, I mean, I don't even know what you're talking about, but...
Well, you've sold 3,000 copies this year.
Not true. I don't know. I haven't asked label how much it sold because I don't want to know until it's a lot. But thank you for telling me.
I mean it as an achievement.
Yes, it is an achievement. I got this in my hand, and you better believe it.
Do you think it's the year of the woman? There's so many lady groups.
I don't know. The year of the woman as opposed to the goat or the pig. I mean, being that I am a woman, I guess I must be able to give you an educated opinion. It's certainly the year of me. And my album's come out this year, so you know, hopefully my album's thrown a real wrench into the music business right now. There's a lot of music that sounds the same all day on the radio. And my album don't sound like that album, and it's still won a Mercury Prize, so hopefully it's thrown a wrench in the system and people will hear this album and realise they don't have to make music that sounds the same. They can make music that sounds good.
Where's the trophy going to go? Toilet or mantelpiece?
Toilet? I ain't putting this in no toilet. This is going on a mantelpiece somewhere.
How did your mum and your gran react to the news?
I don't know, everyone screamed. I don't know what anyone was doing. I don't know. I don't know who was who. I was screaming and gang signs. No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's just I guess screaming and happiness and joy.
So I think your story is going to be inspirational for a lot of other like up and coming artists. Who's been your inspiration over the last year or so?
In particular, when it comes to the Mercuries, Miss Dynamite was an inspiration for me. Seeing her win the award made it a reality for me. She looks like me, she talks like me, do you know what I mean? And it made it like, oh, maybe I can do that. As cliche as it sounds, that's the truth.
Your album just come out in the States. Are you planning to go out there at all?
Yeah, I'm going to be out there in October, just after the UK tour, starting September the 25th.
Are there any US artists you want to work with?
Lots. I don't know if I can handle Kanye West. We both too mouthy. I don't know. There's. I can't think of loads of stuff right now. I'm not sure. There's a few. Okay.
Last question.
How you going to celebrate?
That's the same. That's already been asked. You ain't paying attention. Look, she's a naughty girl. I told you. I'm not sure yet. I know that I'm not gonna know where I live later on. I know that much.
Drinking.
What was the atmosphere like in the ceremony? Did anyone make a tit out of themselves?
Well, not my people.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Colin.